Hi, I'm Raya.
And I'm Brandon.
And you're watching
More Love with R&B.
And today we are continuing in our little series talking about the movie
The Photograph.
Yeah, and so today we're going to talk about this movie through the lens of marriage, relationship, community.
So marriage/relationship community.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so if you have been a subscriber to our channel, you know that we have a video that talks about marriage community and how important it is.
Correct.
So when Brandon told me that we were going to see this movie, I was like, I wonder if they're going to have marriage or relationship community in this movie.
Right. And so basically what is marriage relationship community? So basically what it is you have people in a relationship or in a marriage and they have community. Basically, do you have people around you that you love, that you trust, that love you and want your best and your well-being, and your best interests are at heart for them, and they want to see you doing your best and achieving your best and getting all the great things that you can get out of a relationship. If you have those kinds of people around you, that is what we consider a healthy marriage community.
Absolutely.
Or relationship community.
Right. It's so important to walk with other people while you're in your relationship or your marriage. We've talked about this before, so please feel free to locate that video.
Yes, indeed.
And go ahead and peruse it. However, it's so important that especially when you start a relationship, that you're not just in it by yourself, because you can be so blinded, number one, by your own proclivities. You can also be blinded by this new person that you're not able to see things clearly. Also, when you get married, marriage is tough.
Yep, it really is.
And if it's just you by yourself and there's no one that you can kind of share, and I'm not saying tell all your business.
No, and we're also not telling you to tell just anyone.
Right. But if you have people in your life that you trust, that love you, like Brandon was saying, that you can kind of vent to a little bit, ask advice about, and they understand marriage, they understand relationships, they can give you advice that you can trust, not necessarily saying that you have to take it because you have to do what works for you. But it can get you thinking about healthy ways to enhance or fix your relationship if it calls for that. So anyway, we wanted to see if this movie had that theme in it, and
it did.
It really did.
So one of the things that I really liked was, so we saw the characters of Michael and May. So we're going to start with Michael Block, played by Lakeith Stanfield. So his relationship / marriage community, because he wasn't married, so his relationship community was his brother and his brother's wife. Like, you could tell through so many different aspects of their relationship, and then just how the story unfolded in the movie, that his brother was not just there to give him advice. Like, he cared about Michael. Like, he was trying to give him good advice. He was trying to, and this is one thing I like about relationship community. When you have someone that will tell you about you.
Yeah.
And he said that about Michael. Like, man, you jump into one thing and then you're jumping out of something, you go into the next thing. Like, maybe you should take some time to slow down. Like, that's great advice for Michael, because he cares about his heart. He didn't just want to say, hey man, you should probably slow down because you don't know what's out there. You don't know the diseases. He didn't even take it to that. He was like, I care about you as a person. And he probably also cares about whoever he will be meeting next. Because the brother and sister-in-law also knew the ex-girl that he had. So if they knew, and the kids knew the ex-girl, so it just tells me that Michael did not try to walk his relationships out by himself. He exposed his family to whoever he was with. Yeah. And I think that's really healthy because of the relationship that he had with his brother. It was a healthy relationship.
Yeah, also he shared his relationship very early on with his co-worker, the intern.
Yeah.
And when he was going to meet up or kind of stalk May, he took someone with him.
Come on, somebody.
And I think that it's just important when you're starting out relationships that you just don't go it alone. Go with someone else that cares about you, that's gonna have your back, that's gonna make it easier for you to be yourself.
Yeah.
And the same thing with May. As soon as she met Michael, the very first day, it was clear that she told her coworker / friend right off the bat, because as soon as she saw Michael coming through the door of the event, she was like, what is he doing here? And the friend knew exactly what she was talking about, which means that this is just a man I met asking about my mother, and I'm going to tell my friend about it. Nothing happened. They weren't flirting, really. They weren't, whatever. They were just talking. But he was interesting enough to where she shared this information with her friend. She walked this whole thing out with her friend.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't do that these days, and it don't always end up the best. Now, again, as we always say, you got to do what works for you.
Yeah.
However, we just feel like you can definitely see the evidences of of having a healthy, again, let me make sure we clarify that, a healthy marriage / relationship community. Because some people say, hey, well, I tried sharing my relationship with my cousin, but that just didn't work out because she was saying this, that, and I'm like, you probably shouldn't have listened to your cousin. Like, some of the good factors to look for is somebody who has your best interest at heart, but is also someone who will tell you about yourself. And so that was extremely prevalent in this movie for these two particular actors.
Absolutely. So we hope that you saw some really great themes in the movie I was about to say the football.
The football.
The Photograph.
The Photograph. Oh, wait. I got another one.
Oh, okay.
I got another example. Christina had unhealthy marriage community.
Yeah.
So she shared her relationship somewhat and reluctantly in some degree with her mom, and she got advice that wasn't in the relationship's best interest, and therefore
it didn't work.
So you can definitely see in the movie elements of healthy marriage / relationship community and unhealthy relationship community.
Yeah, so we hope that you are encouraged by our videos. We don't just say things because we think it's cool to say.
Right.
We really believe in the things that we're talking about, and so we've talked a lot about marriage community and relationship community and why it's just so important. And so it was awesome to see it represented very early in this movie, The Photograph,
yes,
which is why we like this movie so much.
We should go see it again.
We should.
We should go see it again. We hope you like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs all the way up.
Yeah.
Make sure that you please subscribe to this channel, because we're going to be doing this and some other videos about The Photograph, just kind of flushing out some more things, and you don't want to miss those things.
No.
So thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Bye, guys.